Hello, my crafty friends. If you're watching the replay, hello. Um, I'm gonna wait just a minute and let some people come in, but I won't wait very long. But I am gonna wait a couple of minutes. Hi, Brittany. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Patricia. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. I've had kind of a yucky day, so I'm glad I get to be with my friends tonight. Hi, Letitia. It's good to see you. Hi, Julie. Be back soon. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Jen. I'm going to show a few things I got at Dollar Tree, a few things I got at Hobby Lobby, and then I'm going to show some stuff that I got next door. I can't say it was an estate sale because it's not that, but it is in the house next door to me. A man who lives across the street has estate sales, or he collects stuff, antiques and things, and then the things that don't go in his shop he sells in what he calls estate sales in the house next door to me. um anyway, what I'm going to show what I got over there. I have every time they have one of those sales, I go over and I buy a few things. His prices are usually higher than I want to spend, even at the reduced rate that he puts them in over there. But but I always go buy a few things, and he had he had a heart attack a few days after Darren did. Um, and in fact, I think it was on the day we buried Darren is the day he had his heart attack, but I'm not positive. Anyway, he's healing, but it's very slow, and he's not going to be able to run his antique business anymore. And so his family has come in, and the stuff that was in the house already that they were planning that he was going to have another sale. They're going to have a garage sale, and they're going to sell everything really cheap, to get that house empty so they can sell it. And so I came home yesterday, from running up to the store, and his daughter-in-law stopped me, and I had never met her before, but she knew from him, from his son, from whoever, that that we had lived next door to him for a long time. So anyway, she asked me if I ever came to his estate sales, and I said, yeah, but and I always find a few things I could buy, but a lot of it was priced beyond what I could spend. And she said, well, today it's not. She said, today you can come in and just take anything you want out of there. She said, we're going to give you a chance. We're going to give some of the other neighbors that chance. And then we're going to have a garage sale. And then we're going to just throw away or thrift store, give away the rest of the stuff. So Hannah and I went over there yesterday, and we got quite a few things. She kept saying, "Are you sure? We've got tubs. You can fill up as many of these tubs as you want." I was like, "You don't understand. We got space issues." But we got the things we really wanted, and so I'm going to show you those things. That's what I'm going to show after I show these things. And now I got to get back to who else has come in. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Barbara. I'm glad you're here. Um, Letitia, you said you finally got a jelly plate. Um, what are you doing Thursday afternoon? Do you want to come? I come on at 2 Central Time on Thursday. I don't know if you're available, But you could come on and we could jelly plate together with me if you want to. Um, I could do that through StreamYard like Tanya and I usually do. Think about it. If you have the the time, if you're available, I'd love to have you come on with me. That would be fun. Hi, Linda. I'm glad you're here. Well, I'm going to start. Um, oh, yay! All right. Um, are you on Facebook? I think you are. I'm pretty sure you are. Can you private message me so I can have a place to send you a link on Thursday, and I'll send you a link on Thursday. Um, she did it last Thursday. She survived. Wow. I didn't know I was such a hard person to be with. You're bragging about surviving. Hi, Vanessa. I'm glad you're here. At Dollar Tree, I found these, and I just thought how fun it would be. This is one reason why I mentioned that. Okay, that'll be great, Letitia. I think I want to jelly print on these and decorate them to give gifts in. And that's one of the things that I want to do Thursday. So, oh, you do a great job, Barbara. I know it worries you some, but you do a great job. You do a great job face to face with the camera. So anyway, so there were two for $1. So I got those. And then I got these rub-on transfers, which I thought were really cool numbers. So I got both of those things. I got these a while back, and I just found the bag. That shows how bad things are over here. Hi, Shelley. Hi, Barbara. Glad you're here. Okay, and then okay, I didn't get this. I don't remember where I got this. I think it's when I went to meet with the lawyer. They had a bunch of them sitting out in the foyer area, and so I grabbed one of those. So that's kind of cool. One thing I noticed, which is kind of funny, I think. Where is it? February is the day off. Over here, they've got it right. They have it starting on Tuesday. Over here, they have it starting on Monday. Both of them are for 22. So I don't know what that is, but they made a mistake. I don't know. I didn't know one could print gel print on gift bags. That's new. Oh yeah, yeah, you can. I've done it before. I've done big bags before. I haven't done them this size, but and um, yeah, yeah, you can gel print on anything, especially anything that's paper, and those are paper bags. Anyway, I picked that up while I was there. Um, and then at Hobby Lobby, they had, they're having stuff clearanced. So I got me a bunch of diamonds. Um, and this one's, I guess it's just icky. Is why they put it over there because they had a bunch of them still in the store that were regular price, but they're regularly $19.99. So I got them for $4.99. I was going to try to get this open so look at we can look at them. Well, bling, that's right. I'm not a terribly blingy person. I don't use a lot of, that stuff, but um these for one thing they're small. Goodness. Um okay. I'm trying to this is tape here. This was plastic. Just plastic. Now they've got tape. Okay. That was kind of an ordeal. But you can make bracelets or necklaces with them. They've got even got some little claspy things to put on the end, so you can put them on, make bracelets or necklaces out of them. But they're really they really will. You could just put glue down and then make designs with them or whatever, which I think will be fun. I wouldn't have bought them for 20, but for 5 I did. And then I got these like Tanya got. These are the ones with the square envelopes and the long, so when they're folded, they're a square. And I really like those. So when I found those, I got them. And then I went ahead and got these because they were there and they were $2.49. So oh, that's okay, Vanessa. I'm not a really blingy person. I just thought this was delicate enough that I might use it. Um, but you have lots of bling, huh? Hi, Janice. Well, they didn't have much in mine. They had jewelry stuff on sale, which I didn't buy anything except that. And then they had, and this was all they had left of these. Um, there were 2 of these. They weren't even the same. They were from 2 different runs. But they were Paper Studio, but they're 2 different colors. See? Anyway, these was when they were $7.99. So this was a really old one that just somehow got stuck in there. I don't know. But I got those. And then I got this for $1.24. It says they're jewelry display tags. But I love them. So I think this is really cool. And I may do some gel printing on some of these too Thursday when Letitia comes to play. That will be so fun. Okay, so there's what I got at Hobby Lobby. And now I got to find a place to put this because I have all my other stuff stuck out here. But little red ones like your small brown bat tags. Oh, cool. Red ones would be fun too. Oh, okay. Where can I put these? Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I went over there, I took a natural grocer's bag, and I went to next door to look around and see if there was stuff I wanted. I knew there were some books that I wanted, and one of the things she said while I was over there, I heard her talking to one of the guys, and she goes, "Some of these books are just so old and yucky, they just need to be thrown away." And I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to feel bad about getting the books that I want. So I did get quite a few books, even though I don't need books. And probably she wouldn't have thrown away some of the ones I got, but some of them I know she would have. So thank you, Barbara. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you what we got. The first thing, first thing I got was this quilt. And it's a French quilt made in 1934. And it's got names on it. It also has Mr. So-and-so and Mrs. So-and-so. So I may be wrong, but I think this was a quilt that someone's mom gave them for a graduation present, and they put their friends, had their friends put their names on it and their teachers. I may be wrong about what it was for, but it is from 1934. And I've seen this over there through several sales, but he had $125 on it. No, 120. So, but when she said this is the other one I got. And I don't know, they're really very thin. The cotton stuff inside them has broken down, and that's probably the best sign of its age because it's in really, really good shape. Um, the colors are pinker and lighter green than it looks on the camera, but it does look kind of vintage Christmas, except that it's pink. It's more pink and a light green than it is. There's not really red in it as much as it looks like there is, but it's still kind of Christmassy. Um, and then I picked up. Um, Let me just move some of this stuff real quick. I found this tin, and I don't know. Everything has tags. They're all getting. Um, he had 1750 on this. I was gonna see if it doesn't have a date or anything, and it's embossed from the inside, so it's backwards. It's backwards on the back. But down in here it says, well, I can't tell for sure what this right here is, and I don't know what brand that is. That NBC, but it's a really pretty old tin, and it's the double thick kind of insulated that go down in there. Hannah got a really pretty one that's a Whitman's chocolate tin. I don't know how old it is either, but it had $20 on it, and she'd been looking at it through several sales, and so that was the first thing she did was go and see if it was there, and she grabbed that, and she got a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to show you her stuff, but I'm going to just put some of this stuff back in that. Well, just a second. I also got this tin, which had at one time, it had a little clasp that went over this, but the clasp is gone. And this says it's manufactured by the Art Style Chocolate Company, Boston's and St. Louis, USA. But it also has this really thick lid. Anyway, I think that's really pretty. And I haven't seen chat move since somebody said it was buffering. Um, if you after I see that and then the chat doesn't move. Anyway, he had 20 on this one, but I thought it was really pretty. So now I have two tins that I can store goodies in. So did you say it says LNCP? Letitia's new Christmas present. No, that's not what it says. It says NBC. Make that work for you, Letitia. Anyway, let me see if I can get this off without damaging it. I haven't even taken tags off of anything because I just brought them home yesterday and then didn't do anything with them. So, Janice, thank you, sweetie. Okay. Let me find a place to set these. And now I'm going to show you the linens type stuff that I got. See, there are 5 of these. I don't even know what they are. If it had lace on it or um, inlay or some of those kinds of things, I just went ahead and picked it up because I know I can Happy Mail some of this stuff. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take this off. It says 5 for $12. I don't know if there's really 5 or not. Let's see. Anyway, they look like this. Those are really pretty. I don't know if they're like tea towels. They're shaped different from a normal napkin. Anyway, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there were 5 of them there. And then this says $10. Doesn't say how many there are, but we'll count them and find out. And they look like this. I don't know. The being white, it's kind of hard to see. And they're napkins. They're kind of messed up by that pen. Anyway, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the set of 12 is not quite all there. I don't know why they started doing things in sets of 12 anyway, but anyhow, there's 11 of them. I think they're really pretty. And then this, oh, that goes with that. Oh, this one, that was smarter. They did it this way instead of pinning it. And this says Battenberg lace, $10. So it's got some rusty bits and stuff on it, so it won't hurt it to be arted with. Oh goodness, Janice, yeah, go stay safe, honey. Stay safe. I understand. I would be paying attention to the weather and not my junk. That, and they're, it's kind of torn and stuff. This one definitely has seen much wear. And some of things like this, with this rusty bits all over it, nobody else was going to buy it. She probably would have thrown it away if I didn't take it because she was going to be ruthless. You could tell by the things she was saying. She was getting rid of everything. This says $6, and it's another table runner. So that's pretty. And it's also got, some rusty bits and old, the edges, and stains and things on it. So I'll just wash it and use it. I don't know how good it'll come out. But anyway, it'll be usable for sure. This one's even worse. It's the same price on it. I got some tags too. Keep an eye out for her trash. Yeah. Well, if there was anything else over there I wanted, I could have gotten it. She literally would have sent anything home with me, but I just don't have space for all that stuff. Anyway, there's some more. Maybe this one, maybe these just need to be coffee dyed. That's probably what I need to do with both of those is just coffee dye them or maybe avocado dye. I don't know. Something like that would be fun. Hi, Linda. And then there were these just little napkins. And there are 3 of those. And all the stuff that's in bags, we'll do it after we do the rest of this stuff because then I don't have to take stuff out of bags. Here's a piece of crochet doily. That's interesting. I'm trying to see how that was put on. Okay. See, I'm used to thrift store prices. So this was $4 at the thrift store. I would, it would be 99 cents and then I would go on half price day, which is one reason I never bought any of these things before because this was $4. I wouldn't spend that on it. Those are antique store prices as far as I'm concerned. Um, although I have to admit, when I would go over to his sales, um, he would always, take the price down a little bit for me of whatever I did buy because he's a nice guy and we've been neighbors for years. So, oh, I really love this one. Let me get this off here. This one was just $2. I think it's tatted. If I'm wrong, but I think it is. It's really pretty. And this was just a strip out of something. And it looks like somebody actually took it apart, not that they just didn't go ahead and finish it. And they have $2 on it. Let's see. So it's kind of, there's like, let's see, there's 7 of these circular things that could be used somehow. I don't know how. It looks like it's been washed many times and has shrunk, but that doesn't matter to me. Here's another doily. It's got some pretty crochet lace on it. And this is linen in here. It's really pretty. And here's a crochet doily. This is the kind I remember seeing at my grandma's house. Hers always looked like this because when she just washed them and set them back out there. She didn't block them or anything. So this is the way my grandma's doilies always looked. Oops. I could, and I might put together some kits. I've been thinking about it. Y'all tell me what you think about putting together some journaling kits that has a bunch of old book pages and maybe an old book cover and some of this kind of stuff. Um, if that's something people would be interested in, I've been thinking about doing that because I've got to use stuff. Here's another This one's really, I don't know if it's, I mean, it's obviously stained, but it almost looks like that they put furniture polish on the furniture and then they laid this down on top of it and it soaked that oil up. That's what it looks like. Machine wash warm, dry flat, do not bleach. Professional dry cleaning is recommended. Yeah, I need to make some extra money, so that would be a good idea. Okay, come on. This has got, I don't know if it's candle wax. Probably is. Something got on it. But ones like this, I really like because you can use each one of these little medallions separately, and then you can use the lace. So you can get a lot of mileage out of one like this. Here's another one like that first one, except this one's kind of shrunk. Hi, Mina. I'm glad you're here. This is a collar, I think. Um, and it's made with mercerized cotton, so it's real shiny. But I think it's a collar. It's very interesting, though. And I think this one's really pretty, too. It's got lace work on the outside. And this looks woven. Is tatting kind of woven? I can't tell if this is tatting or if it's truly, it looks woven. I don't know how to explain it better than that. That's kind of unusual. I don't know if y'all can see good enough to, well, let's see if I can get this to, that light just bleaches it right out. Yeah, I did. I feel very blessed that she gave us this chance because right now I could not have gone over there and bought this stuff. I wouldn't have. There are too many necessities that I need to pay for. But but if she's going to throw away stuff that doesn't sell and she's willing to give it to me instead, I'm going to say yes and thank you, which is what I said. Yes and thank you. I don't think I don't think it's cut work because it's all finished. It might be bobbin lace. It might be bobbin lace because I know that's kind of like braiding or weaving. Now this in here is cut work. Yes. Sorry. This in here is cut work. It's this out here that looks woven that I was interested in trying to figure out. But I think this might be bobbin lace. And then this is just crocheted. Placemat, I guess. That'd be pretty around a journal. It's something red set on top of it because there's kind of pink right in the middle. Hi, Mary. I'm sharing my I don't, the gift from the the daughter-in-law of the who always has the estate sales next door. That's really pretty. That would be fun on the jelly plate. That would be really fun on the jelly plate. Well, they're going to try to sell it first. They're going to have a garage sale and try to sell it. She just gave me the chance to get what I wanted before she had the garage sale. Um, they're going to have a garage sale first, and then they will either sell it, or I mean, either throw it away or send it to the thrift store, depending on what it is. Okay, this is really. There's so much fabric in this safety pin, it's hard to. Okay, she has a tag here. It says $12 for the set. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these little napkins. That have some embroidery and cut work on those. And then this is, I don't know if it's a tablecloth. Yeah, it looks like it's a small tablecloth. It's really pretty though. Hi, Janet. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry you're late too, because you missed a lot of my goodies that I've been showing. Oh. Okay, now let's look in the bags. Well, I would rather sell or gift them to you guys than try mess with eBay. I've sold stuff on eBay before, and I've bought stuff on eBay before, so I know what it's like to be on both sides of that. This is that woven stuff. This is woven too, with some cut work in here. Oh, Poshmark. Now I hadn't thought about that. Hannah's bought some clothes from Poshmark. And then there's 2 of these. And then this is pretty. That would also be pretty, around the spine and on the front and back of a journal. That would be pretty. Not sure. Depending on if the journal was big enough, you could put this on there and then collage on top of it. Anyway, there's 2 of these. And then there's some little bit of lace. This is pretty. Make you a Smurf? Oh. Okay. You're now a moderator, Janice. Welcome to Smurfdom. Maybe it was a collar. It kind of looks like it's like that. Thank you, Janet. Oh, let's get some of that air out. And what's in here? 3 pieces for $6, it says. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty embroidery. And then the crocheted lace on the outside. And then here's a little one. This is a smaller one, like what's in that bag. It looks like the exact same thing. It's just smaller. And let's see, here's a big one like this. That's really pretty too. There's even a little bud over here. Oops. These things I just grabbed. I didn't even know what was in them. Because when they say you can fill up tubs, I didn't fill up tubs, I just filled up bags, but I did fill up 3 bags because I got quite a bit of books, which I haven't even shown you yet. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathleen. What's this? This was a pillowcase. I'm pretty sure this was a pillowcase. But somebody was saving the lace. That's something my grandma would have done for sure. And let's see, what's this? It says pear. A pair of what? I don't know. For $4. Well, it's not a pear. It's one big piece. But it's very pretty. Very pretty and dainty. That is really pretty. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Oh, that was the back side. The front side's even prettier. Yep, yep. Hi, Marcia. Good to see you. We're glad you're here. So that was pretty. I don't know why they thought it was a pear, but maybe somebody took one out. I don't know. Or maybe they put it in a bag that really was originally something else. Hard to tell. And then I've got a bunch of these that are just napkins, not napkins, handkerchiefs. And I think there's just one handkerchief per bag. So I'll probably rebag those together. This one's really messed up. So I have absolutely no problems using this one in art because it's really damaged. I think I don't know. I think it's linen. It's a very crisp feeling. Oh, I'm just gonna set these over here and I'll put them all in one bag. I don't want to put them back in a bunch of bags. But they had $2 on each of these. Wherever you went, Lisa, I need one by me. I just went next door. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look how that's completely see-through. Look at that. That would not be very useful as a handkerchief, I don't think. But it is very pretty. That's cool. It's this part's added on. The rest of it is just embroidered right onto the hanky. Well, this is going to be my last chance to get stuff from there because they're getting rid of everything and then they're going to sell the house. So I hope we get good neighbors. Y'all be praying about that. I do worry about that. We haven't had to worry about neighbors in a while. Made in Switzerland, all cotton. And this, the flowers just tacked on there. I always enjoyed going to his sales, and I always found some good stuff that I could afford. But I never got this much stuff. But anyway, I thought it was very sweet and generous of his daughter-in-law to tell me to come in and shop and just get what I wanted. She said, I'd rather give it to you than sell it to somebody else. So that's interesting. Look at that. These little pieces of fabric are sewn in right on top, so it's applique. That's really pretty. I don't know why they just, why did they choose that pattern? I don't know. To each his own, I guess. Trying to stay awake until the boys go to bed. Oh, goodness. I bet you are tired. We're glad you're here, Kathy. Well, I need to call because I got bad news, and it's still going to be in the shop for another week. So this will be week 2. I have bad luck with cars. I don't know. That's pretty. That's cross stitched on there, and then with some tatting around the edge. That's really pretty. Now it's clear as a bell. Were you having trouble seeing before, Marcia? Ah, Julie's back. That's okay, Julie. I'm just showing stuff I got next door. Here's an M. And see if I can figure out what these are. It's initials, but I can't. I don't know. I can't tell what that is. I have to send that one to Tanya. Has an M on it. Oh, here's another one. I'm going to coffee dye some of them. This is a different. It's different. It's just got an M on it too, but they are different. So I'm going to send that one to her too. Move those out of the way. And this one has a B, I think. I think it has a B on it. It needs to go to Janet Baum. Okay. That's all the linens. Okay. Now then, let's put these things aside somewhere. Oh goodness. Okay. I really got to find a place. I'm sitting stacked up on stuff. Okay. I wasn't thinking about having to try to put stuff back somewhere. Okay, I tell you, I got to take these quilts in the house. Um, I'm going to give you a teaser. This, uh, this was my treasure that I got. I've been looking at this through several sales, and he always had it priced at $125, which I could never have afforded. So look at this when I get back. I'm going to take these quilts in the house, and that'll give me a place to set this stuff. Well, I'm going to take them in too because I need to wash them anyway. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I need a bag. Oh, sorry, I spilled stuff. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to take these in the house. And then there's going to be an avalanche behind me probably. I'll be okay. No, you probably do have sound. I had to go in the house. You weren't listening. I said I had to go in the house. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Okay. Oh, did it buffer while I was? Oh, thank you, Janet. Um. Okay, this is the book board on it. Let's see how big it is here. It is almost 12 inches this direction and 16 this direction. And then it's about 3 inches on that side. Yeah, it's a little over 3 inches thick. So, I'm going to this was off of it. It's in pieces. Got, it cost 6 pence in 1871. So each little newspaper costs 6 pence. I'm not sure how much a pence is, or if anybody even uses pences anymore. But I was going to say if it says where it was registered at the General Post Office as a newspaper, Volume 3, number 61, and they have advertisements on the back. It says the Great Western Hotel, Snow Hill Station, Birmingham, one of the most elegant, comfortable, and economical hotels in the Three Kingdoms. The Field, July 31, 1869. But the drawings in it are just incredible. That one's not so great. It's about a butcher. And this whole drawing is about a pigeon that arrived in Paris. That's what it says. A welcome visitor, arrival of a pigeon in Paris. I don't know. And then there's some kind of a story, the Chronicle. The interview of M. Jules Favre with Count Bismarck at Versailles clearly indicates the approaching capitulation of Paris, though the proposal that the immense garrison of the city should be allowed to retire with the honors of war is inconsistent with the supposition of the immediate failure of the stores of food. Okay. I just told the baby he has to go to bed in 6 minutes. He said, "You clock broke." Riddle. If I even folded them in half, because I was thinking about folding them in half and sending some out in Happy Mail, but if I fold them in half, they'll break right wherever I fold them. So I've got to think about that, because an envelope big enough to put this in, I don't know what it would cost to send it, if I can even find an envelope that big. But it would be, I would like to share some of these. If I can figure out how to do it. This is the Black Gorilla Core at Quimper, Brittany. I'm not going to show a bunch of them, but there are a bunch of them. Okay, here, this is actually the front of the book. These were just kind of stuck in on top of it. This goes, I think, under here. And this says London, R. Clay, Sons and Taylor Printers, Bread Street, Hill. So it's the Graphic and Illustrated Weekly Newspaper, Volume 3, from January to June of 1871. January to June. So that's only 6 months. Six months. Oh. Wrap it in brown paper with cardboard. Yeah, that's possible. I just have to see what it would cost to send it like that. Here it's there's where the sewing is from the signature. Graphic Christmas. Miss or Mrs.? I guess you're supposed to decide. December 1871. Okay, this said it was January to June here. So this is more than just that 6 months, because here we've already got December. So I'm not sure how this is done. But let's look at a few more pages real quick. Roll it and send it in a tube. I did think about that, and I think that might work. And, this is stuff that would be fun to use in collage or whatever. But because they're so big, you could only use pieces of it. But you could use this piece in one, and you could use this piece in one, you know, and this guy could be in one. Um, so you could take it, you know, take it apart to use it. And then it's got the Chronicle of the War inside. Like I said, I didn't really look at it just enough to know I wanted it. The pits and pitmen, the men leaving the pit. I guess that's a coal pit. I don't know. Or am I going to have a sale? Um, I might, Mary. I might. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure. These are really amazing. It's amazing art. Look at this. The Children's Pantomime Party at the Covenant Garden Theater. Yeah, it would go good in a Timmy book. Pieces of it. Let's see, what does this say? Central Hall of the House of Parliament. And this is February. Trying to see where the next one starts so I can get an idea. When you get down in here where they're not torn up, you might get a better idea of how actually big this newspaper was. And there's more words. He's bringing posies. St. Valentine's Day in the olden time. At Ponthaven, Brittany, news of the armistice. Okay, I think that's enough to give you all a good idea of kind of what's in here. Um, it would do good in an old vintage book. Yeah, it would. It's a lovely book. It's kind of sad that it's been trashed so badly, but at least that gives us permission to use it in our art without feeling bad. Janice has scary lightning. Let's say a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, Lord, we just pray for Janice. We pray that you will protect her and that you will give her peace in her heart, Lord. Keep her safe and let this storm not be dangerous. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. Now that's the best thing I got. But I got a bunch more books, so I'm going to show you those two. I got a whole set of these. There were 14 in the set. And they're Elbert Hubbard. I think I'm saying that right. Let's check. Yeah, Elbert Hubbard. He wrote these books, Little Journeys to the Homes of the Great. So what they are is they're biographies for children. And this one says Eminent Orators. Who that is? Star King, Robert Ingersoll, Jean Paul Rott, William Pitt, Edmund Burke. Anyway, there's a set of 14. They have one that's on scientists, one that's on musicians, one that's on artists, one that's on 14 different things. But they all look just like this. The front cover of all of them looks just like this. Isn't that beautiful? And it's black. It looks brown on the camera, but it's black. But it's really pretty. And then it's got the embossed back. I mean, spine. Anyway, I think these will make beautiful journal covers. And then the stuff inside, could be used too. But I'm going to read the biographies before we do anything with them. But a cover like this is one of the things I was thinking I might put in some of those packets if I make journal sets. I've got some other books that I have a set of too that have pretty covers, but I just brought out one of those to show you. And this says Intramuros, but I thought it was a cool cover. That's why I picked it up. To Mark from Minnie in 1917. The pages of this little volume contain no fancy sketch, written to while away an idle hour, but are the true, though greatly condensed, record of an experience during the days when life hung in the balance between time and eternity. To me, during those wonderful days. But there are some sketches in here. Anyway, it's a really pretty book. Isn't that beautiful? And this book, copyright 1898 by David C. Cook Publishing Company. So it was already almost 20 years old when she gave it away. Anyway, that's a pretty good book for being, 120 years old. This one doesn't look like anything all that special. The Home Book of Verse for Young Folks. But I thought it might be fun to pull out pieces of poems to put in journals and journal pages. If you're doing a fairy book, there's a bunch of poems about fairies. In fact, they've got a whole section on fairyland. Yeah, starts right there. Okay, it's not as big as I thought it was. Anyway, that much on fairies. Yeah, you got to love old books. I agree, Janice. I do love old books. Paul Revere's Ride. Stories in Rhyme. This Wonderful World. And then I grabbed a handful of these because they were sitting there. And these were the kind of things she was pointing at when she said if nobody bought them at the garage sale, so I just got them. $19.58. But it's got, all the stuff that's Party Campfire Girl in there. Yeah, that's true, Barbara. Let's see. And here's the Tuller Meredith Company catalog and sampler for Christmas, 1926. I guess it's songs. So it's a sampler of things that music you can buy, I guess. This is the Gray Book of Favorite Songs. Oh, I'm sorry, Marcia. Yeah, I did find quite a bit of treasures. I really did. Mary says in 1898 there was a lot of European immigration. Yeah, that's true. And then here's the Golden Book of Favorite Songs. So most of these, I guess, are just songbooks. But I like songbooks. I like putting music paper in my art. Let's see if this one tells us when it was printed. 1923. And this one says Songs, Texas. I didn't know. I mean, I knew we had a few special songs, but I didn't know we had a book worth. Frank Raleigh has transferred to his pictures the setting in which the cowboy song was born. As he records pictorially the trot of the horse, the cowboys shout as he drives on a lagging steer, and the choir on the campfire while the first guard rides the herd. So the composers captured some of the themes for their songs. This is a centennial edition for schools from 1936. Oh, Home on the Range, The Cowboy's Meditation, Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, Get Along Little Doggies, Little Joe the Wrangler, Goodbye Old Paint, Oh, Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie, The Old Chisholm Trail, La Cucaracha's in there. Oh, dear. Okay. That's not what I would have thought, but yes, Janice. Um, I have several old hymnals that I don't use, and then I have some that I got, you know, at thrift stores that I do use. Here's the Mother's Day sampler. Mothers of Men for rendition on Mother's Day. His mother's sermon. Mother's crown. Okay, and here is a Pilgrim's Progress in story and song. Single copy is 15 cents, $1.50 per dozen, postpaid. Interesting. The Mothers of the Bible, Service of Story and Song. They give a little talk about each of the mothers before a song. This one's about Eve. This one's the mother of Moses, Jochebed. This is the daughter of Egypt's king, the mother of Israel, Deborah, the ancestral mother, Ruth, Mary, the mother of the Messiah, that's really interesting. Okay, I like that. "101 Best Songs," published by the cable company, 1926. And there were 2 of those. One for me and one to give away. Okay. This one is a manual for hand woodworking. This is from 1928. I love that font. I don't know if y'all can see it. My camera's not wanting to focus. A manual for I have one of these. When Ethan was young, when my father passed away, he had all of both of my grandfathers, my mom's dad and my dad's dad, tools were all in the garage. And so mom was giving out tools to everybody when my dad passed away. And Ethan got one of these because he just thought that was really cool. Anyway. That's pretty interesting. Okay. This is the scrapbook. And right down here is a little part of a sticker that says Merry Merry Christmas. Part of it's missing, but let's see. It says my scrapbook. Each day is an interesting page that's in my memory book, and as time silvers me with age, I turn each leaf and look, and there I see my souvenirs, some sad, some sweet, some gay, that I have gathered through the years that make life's holiday. Some pages show I've used much care in trimming and pasting all the little clippings there. Sweetest joys a few recall. The greatest gifts God gave to me sometimes are scarcely shown, the reasons plain as plain can be. Their value then wasn't known. So in making up your scrapbook, use care in what you do. In future years, you'll have to look these pages through and through. Select each clipping that you paste upon its this book given to me by Mrs. W. 1929. And then she's got the contents here. And it says here, my scrapbooks are of news. Oh, are of necessity. Just that. Scrapbooks, I have such a wealth of clippings that it is not possible to come at through all over one time. I can't read the rest of that. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble reading her handwriting. But there are lots of, and this is Lucy McDowhey in 1933. So she's the one who received the scrapbook. And let's see what this is. Anyway, I'm going to find something in here to I'm in Amarillo, Texas, Marcia. I'm going to find something in here for my scavenger hunt book. It says to use a historical article. So I'm going to find something in here to use. March 20, 1920. The stage art, new and old. What old art can do. It's virtue. I didn't know Broadway did that. Joseph Urban, a man of many talents. He was an Austrian-born artist, moved to America to take inventory of his contributions to the stage, architecture, and theory of design. So he came to the States to see if we're using his stuff right. Steele Mackay as Hamlet in London, 1873. That's more about Steele Mackay. I don't have a whole lot done yet either, Janice, but I'm working on it. I'll just get as much done as I can. Here's the cartoon. Let's see what. Ooh. Comfort and efficiency seen as the key to profitable railroad survival. So this is what they thought train travel could become. Anyway, oh, here's some. This is an old house in Williamsburg. And here she added some stuff in 1936. Shakespeare's Run of America. She obviously liked the theater, because this looks like most of this is about the theater. A comedy that delighted colonial America again comes forth on the stage of New York City. Trying to see what it is. Fought a war of freedom for the American stage. When our country was young and playgoers believed nothing, not from the pen of an English writer possessed merit, a young Philadelphian taught that their nation could produce worthwhile drama. So there were snobs about plays and stuff even back then. The man who made the stage respected. Let's see if we can find out who he is. Garrick. David Garrick is the man who made the stage respected. There's your bit for today. I don't have a lot of the scavenger book done yet either, but I do have a few things I found while organizing stuff to put in it, though. That's great. That's great, Jen. No, this is the Kansas City Times, and most of these are from the Kansas City Times or the what was the one up here? The Saturday Evening Post. So I would say this person probably lived in Kansas. Kansas City Star, Kansas City Post. So two different magazines, newspapers. The Kansas City Times. There's Rip Van Winkle. The Kansas City Star, this is 1916. Is back to the stage. The Enchanted Years of the Stage. Maud Adams. I don't know much about the stage. Anyway, I thought if I could find, one of these articles that's just laying out here, like some of these are. That's Maud Adams too. That I could find one of these I could stick in there that's, historical, without having to take it out of the book. The return of Maud Adams will be welcome news to older theater goers in 1930. There she is again. Okay. I thought that was really, really interesting. That's another one of the things that I'd seen before, but I wasn't going to pay $18 for. I don't even know what this is. It just had paper cover on it, so I grabbed it. Let's see. Let's see what it is. 20th Century Bookkeeping and Accounting. Well, it shows that it was stamped with something in 1943. Let's see what year it was published. 1940. So this is an old accounting book. It's funny how the checks are green. The ledger papers have red in them. So this is really cool. That'll be fun to use. It's an old school textbook. Yeah. Yeah. Ours were gray. Our textbook, the covers, and they had junk on them, so we turned them over and did them backwards so we could doodle on them. And this is America's. I'm not sure what language this is in. The Mission Friends Publishing Company, copyright 1890, in the United States of America. So I think it's an American a history book of the American history, but it's probably in Dutch or German, and I don't know the difference between the two. But I'm assuming it's for the Amish, or the Quakers. Anyway, it's a pretty cover, and it's got, another language, which I always love using text from another language. Show Marsha the Scavenger Hunt book. Okay. find mine. Oh, here it is. Now, the scavenger hunt book, you don't have to do one like this. You can do it in any kind of book you want. And um, it's the prompt list for you to use. And you find some of those things and put them on a page. Now, you can just choose one of these things, like color book page, old maid card, acrylic skin, Pictionary, calligraphy, something snarky, doodles and Zentangle, sparkles or glitter. You could do one prompt per page and do 100 pages, but I usually mix several prompts. Like this is a categories card, bingo card. This is use a stamp and then canceled postage. And I had to cancel it myself because that postage wasn't canceled. And then there was one that was old, use an envelope and tissue paper. These butterflies came off of tissue paper and playing cards. So that was this page. And this page was use a door and a paper doll. So I used 2 of the Tim Holtz paper dolls and a little door that was sent to me in Happy Mail. So that's kind of yeah, you can mix them up. You can do whatever you want. Here's one that I did where I made a little paper pad because patterned paper was one of the things you were supposed to use. And I put it in a matchbook cover because matchbook was one of the things you were supposed to have. And then there's a tag and some string or fiber or twine or something. I can't remember. And this was, I had this tiny little book. And so this came off that tiny little book page. And old book page was one of the things. So you just do whatever you want. And then what I do is I have a list back here where I write down what page they're all on. So I know which page that I've put them on. And this one over here, as soon as I scrub it out, so I know what's left to look for. So I use 2 prints. And I, because I know I'm using several prompts together. And if you can't find the stuff, you can just, and I'm just doing that because I'm trying to keep it flat. One of the pages, I'm not going to show you the page because it's a future video, but it's curling up on me, and so I'm trying to flatten it back out. But anyway, you can use as many on a page as you want. I think it would be fun. I didn't do this. I haven't done it yet, but I've thought it might be fun to do like a big piece of poster board and put everything on it. Anyway, I thought that might be fun. Yeah, you can draw the games. That's Hannah says that's what she's going to do is draw most of hers. I haven't seen it. I don't know if she's actually doing it because she's got so many things going. She may not be, but I know she's still collecting some stuff. So she's planning to do it anyway. But yeah, you can draw the games if you don't have them. And then here's an atlas, and look at this. It's bowed like this. I don't know where it got messed up, but in this atlas with a rusty paper clip is some other maps. There's Alaska. And I got it as much because I thought these were cool as for the book itself. This came out of, it looks like out of a newspaper. Yep. cherries. 5 cans for 69 cents. South China Sea. This also came in a newspaper. Tense Southeast Asia sits on powder keg. Free nations bolster defenses. I don't know what that's from, but it's a pretty map. I don't see anything that tells me when on that side, but it is a newspaper, so let's see what this side says. Amarillo Daily News, 1965. So I was not quite 2 years old when this newspaper came out. Oh, Mrs. Bivens. Her funeral was that day. She was a very philanthropic lady who gave a lot of money to this town for different things. A lot of different things were paid for by Mrs. Bivens. Okay. I'm going to leave the paper clip off, but anyway, it's just an atlas book. Let's see if it says when it was printed. $1934. So are y'all getting bored? Because I can stop. This is the Book of Knowledge, number 12. I think that's a pretty cover. It's very distressed, but it would make a pretty journal. You can tell there's some damage to the photo. The Edict of William the Testy, whoever that is. Ooh, there's some, I didn't know about that. Just a second. Okay. Keep going. Okay. Little verses for very little people. I love the way, I mean, they really went all out when they made books back then. Everything's so pretty. The Book of Nature, a third talk about trees. Walnut, the food of the gods. The chestnut, the food of the poor. Down among the water babies. Oh, that's fairies. Right after weights and tables come the fairies. The Water Babies is a long book, a long story. How fish and oysters are taken. Hi, Mary Lou. I'm glad you're here. Okay, now this is really interesting. It's another one of those that's big. This says the House of 1,000 Tailors, reliable tailoring company. This is the fall and winter book from 1915 and 1916. And somebody was using it to make a cookbook or scrapbook or something, maybe a combination. It's got all kinds of recipes, just little bitty bits stuck in here, maybe from the newspaper. And then there's some. They took off, and here she's scrapbooking. They took off the like the samples of the fabric. So all the fabric samples have been taken out, but you can still see the models of the clothing. Here are a couple of snappy styles that are hard to beat for real class. For the young man who likes to be ahead of the bunch when it comes to dressing up, either of these fashions should meet with instant favor. Yeah, okay. Here they are again. 2 snappy, reliable college styles. Can you see our college boys dressed like that nowadays? Oh, and here's a picture they just put in. So whoever was making this into a scrapbook, they didn't get very far with it. But it's interesting. Look at those shoes. I don't know if you can see how really strange those shoes are. Very strange shoes. They left some fabric behind. You can feel the little furry fabric there. Anyway, I just thought that was really interesting. The way it's the spine is really, really wide because it had all those samples in it. So it was, I don't know if you can see that. But, hey, sweetie. Hi. What you need? You need me to mute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to mute for a minute. Here's some old magazines. This one says The Instructor, December 1964, Christmas Ideas. Here they're doing scrap mixed media. And here's screen wire stitchery. Here's copper tooling. there's a little stencil. You can still use that book for a great glue book or mixed media, just inform the spine. Yeah, that's true, Janice. Anyway, modern math. Are you a setter? If not, you need a pointer. Okay. Here's some pencil sets for 10 cents, 12 cents with a box. And this is McCall's August 1969. Anyway, I just love old magazines. I think they're interesting. And here's a collage right there. And then this is Life magazine, May 17th, 1963. So I wasn't even born yet. Some couples reserve 1 hour each day for cocktails and fights. The Renault. Oh, look. It's a Volkswagen bus. Oh, it says it's a station wagon. You can expect 24 miles to the gallon. Wow. And this one's from October 1978. I'm just going to show a few pages. The cold splendor of Antarctica. That's interesting. They've got this drawing put in behind. So is that on a building? It looks like it's just drawn in the sky. Oh, no, it is a building. Because there's a window. That's really weird. And Bob Hope, May 11th, 1962. There's Audrey Hepburn. It's a baby elephant. Now, what kind of car is that? Body by Fisher. I don't know anything about that. It was before my time. There's a Buick. And this one is June of 1962. Oh, hi, Teresa. I'm sorry that you're having trouble. I'm sorry I didn't notice until just now that you were here. Fires up energy. Friskies. Life insurance company. This is the man your family may have to turn to someday. Choose him carefully. Okay. So much for wisdom about life insurance. Okay. Top. But it's a really pretty cover, isn't it? It's from 1898. This bridge. I don't know how you say that. And it's not in English either. But that's okay by me. It's got a lot of really pretty what are those? Somebody tell me. Is it block printing? I can't think of it. It's funny because through the camera, it looks kind of cream here and then blue in the sky, and the water all looks blue. But on the page, it's black and white and gray. There's no color in it at all on the page. That's real strange. Anyway, it's got a lot of pretty pictures in it. Me too, Janice. I like happy people, nice people. Here, I guess it's finishes for industrial equipment. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. Yeah, you saw the blue? Yeah. That was really interesting. On the screen it looks blue, but in the book it's really not blue. And this is a book. I don't know what it is. 12 Lessons in Truth. But it had some different stuff just stuck in it. Do you have a reservation? Boomerang by Grandmother. Here's a letter to her mama. May 23, 1973. And then it just had this notepad in here with some real old tape, not faux old tape like we're used to seeing. Anyway, I thought that was interesting stuff to just be stuffed in a book like that. I really am getting. I could use this as the cover and then use stuff inside it in the journal as well. So I got that. It doesn't say when it was published or copywritten or anything, but anyway. And this is just an old hymnal for English-speaking people everywhere. You can buy 100 of them for $60 if it's a full cloth board. And the Regal Leatherette is $40. I don't know. Anyway, I love the fonts in these old sorry. Here's the Humpty Dumpty. It's from 1966. But it's got all kinds of stories in it. It's not just Humpty Dumpty. But it's got great illustrations. Sorry, that stuff is dusty. I need a cough drop. Anyway, that was just sitting there. They didn't have many children's books, but they had that. Ooh. We'll have an intermission. I got these. Aren't they gorgeous? I got 4 of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I love them. Big old brass 5.5 by 5.5. Anyway, I just love them. And they're very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Okay, where can I put those? There we go. They were sitting on top of some other books. Oh, and I got these cards. They're kind of interesting because they've got they show, a bunch of cards. I just thought that was interesting. I don't have any cards. I went ahead and got them. And then they had this. Hannah found this in one of her books and gave it to me. It says Washington, D.C., Reading Room, Library of Congress. And then this is a needle book. It says Traveling Needle Case. But I thought that was cute. And I found this book, The Complete Book of Herbs and Spices. And it ought to be really interesting to read. It's got lots of recipes in it. How to use different herbs with different things. And then it's, talks about growing an herb garden. And then it has some drawings, which are really pretty too. So after I read it, I might use these, drawings in some art. I don't know. But it has multiple uses because there's quite a few of those. It's like the first third of the book. Let's see. Through the first 119 pages. Anyway, I thought that was a nice book to get. And then I got some of these. Our Wonder World, Adventure and Achievement. These are beautiful covers. And the book inside is pretty cool. It's got a lot of pictures and they're showing the length of a steamship compared with the height of these different buildings. Anyway, so it's like an encyclopedia, a set of encyclopedias. And they have really great covers. This one is volume 10. And that's not drawn on. It is like etched down into the cover. It's very cool. Anyway, there's I think there's another one. Yeah. This one is volume 7, Amateur Handcraft. Woodworking, leather tooling, weaving. Paper. Toy making. Let me get these back in this bag. Okay. And these are just interesting papers I thought would be fun to put in junk journals. This Amarillo Hardware Company. I'm trying to see when this was. I think this is from the 70s. But my dad worked for this company in the 60s before he went to work for SPS. So I thought that was interesting to have a catalog of theirs. But I think it's from the 70s. Let's see. Yeah, revised 4/18/77. Well, this says 76. Okay, so let's see if it actually says. No. Anyway, it's from the late 70s. But I thought that was kind of interesting. Hi, Miss Allie Kay. I'm glad to see you. And this is a Lincoln chassis parts catalog. But once again, it was just interesting papers, and I thought it might be fun to put in junk journals. So I grabbed it because why not? Oh. Okay, that's it. It only took me 2 hours to show you. Good grief. I got the whole library, yeah. Well, I didn't get all of it. Hannah got some. She actually got a set of books, and she got a really cool quilt that I didn't bring out here to show you because it was heavier by itself than the two that I got. It was, and it's not any bigger than they are. It's just very, very thick. It was a really, really nice thick quilt, but it's like a crazy quilt, except I think it's all made out of flour sacks. So it's not real bright or anything, but it's just pieced together whatever would fit, kind of higgledy piggledy. It's really cool. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and post it if I think about it. But and then she got some books and she got some tins and um a few other things like that. But I didn't bring her stuff out to show you, which is probably good because I've already spent plenty of time just showing you the things that I got. Anyway, that was real sweet of his daughter-in-law to invite us to come over and take anything we wanted out of there. She she was a little disappointed we didn't take more. I was like, no, I got plenty. I got plenty. I really had to try to do some kind of art project tonight, but it has been a hard day, and emotionally, it's been a really tough day for me. So I think I'm gonna um, I'm gonna call it quits. And I'm sorry if you came for art and all you got was to see a bunch of old books and linens, but it was a wonderful gift. Yes, it was. I felt very blessed, and I'm gonna try to find a way to share some of that stuff. So, but I'm really tired. I'm really tired. So I'm gonna sign off. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here with me and looking through my stuff with me. I had fun. I got to see it better. I just grabbed stuff and stuck it in a bag. So I got to look at things better while I was showing you, and that was fun. But thank you, Barbara. Yes, Marcia, they were very nice neighbors. And I hope you all have a great night. And I will see you Thursday. And Letitia, I don't know if Letitia's still here, but don't forget to message me in Facebook so I can send you a link and we can jelly print on Thursday together. Bye bye, love. Love you all.